Welcome back to the Sanctuary, Final Fantasy XIV Dawntrail, and the newest patch, Seekers of Eternity. Kruznik X with the following: Lord Fireaxe.
Oh, you're still there. Hello.
Porlash. And Arya Stormborn.
Yeah, sure, somewhere.
The story so far, Y'shtola, while investigating living memory, also stumbled upon the living, breathing, actual Queen Sphene, who was kept in cold storage for 4 centuries. We basically gave her the lowdown of what's happened in the last 4 centuries, or at least what's happened to our knowledge, and on top of that showed her Solution 9 as it is now. She's lamenting over the fact that most of the people here now do not know who the real Sphene is, and that's a bit of a problem, seeing as how the new Sphene is running amok, telling everyone in the area to become endless.
Amok.
Anywhoozy, let's get down to it with our next quest in this journey, the level 100 quest, In Search of Meaning.
Ooh.
Forgive me, I didn't mean to darken the mood. Still, I feel better for having shared my feelings with you. Thank you. I'm sorry I'm not being much of a guide. I don't usually get approached this often. It's quite all right. The people have been through so much. It's only natural for them to seek comfort and assurance from someone they trust. Besides, I was able to relax with a delicious cup of coffee and have a lovely chat with Chris. I appreciate your understanding. Right then, where to next? We could take a look out inside the Nexus Arcade, but it can probably wait for when we actually need something. In that case, let's head back to the recreation zone. There's plenty to see in True View. All right, we are off. We will go by way of the Nexus Arcade. All right, just waiting on the other 3. All right. I am going to go by way of Solution 9 of the, by way of the Aetheryte Plaza, because then I get to jump up or get launched up or dematerialized and rematerialized. I don't know.
It's very simple. It's if you're killed and the fake is put in your place.
Every teleportation, you're in fact cloned.
Greetings, clone of Chris Valentine. Good luck in your future endeavors.
You just think you're yourself.
Yeah. Anyway, let's talk to Goloja. He looks pale. We need to find him a place. We need to find a place for him to rest.
Thank you. I was on my way to attend to some business when the memory of being killed here came flooding back. The danger has passed, I know, but terror lingers. For all the comfort I've offered others in my work, I can't seem to comfort myself.
All right, let's rally.
Thank you. I feel better already. Your encouragement was exactly what I needed. But where are my manners? My name is Malachite, and I am an usher.
An usher? They're the ones who came to those not without long to live, right? But given everything that's happened, I expect your duties have changed.
That's correct. We no longer attend to the dying. It is only after they have passed away in their family's care that we convey their remains to a government storage facility.
A storage facility? What for?
Henceforth, we must inter the deceased. But as the specifics are undecided, the bodies must be kept in cold storage for the time being.
I didn't know. I'd heard there were graveyards over by the submerged city, but like funerals, burial customs must be long forgotten. Do you have usher duties? If so, we could help.
I'm not actually here in an official capacity, so I am loath to trouble you further. But since you ask, I shall explain why I've come. I've taken to delivering the personal effects of the departed to their families. Even though their memories have been entrusted to the cloud, I still remember where they once lived. The rule was to dispose of any belongings. To do anything else was strictly forbidden. But it saddened me to see them discarded like waste, so I began secreting away what I could. Of course, I understand that not everyone shares my sentiments, and I leave it to the families to decide what to do with these items. Some accept my deliveries, others reject them. Whether I'm doing the right thing, I cannot say. But I feel the families should be given the choice.
Oh, they didn't have it before then. It's important to think about what people leave to us. I want to help. Do you want to help too, Chris?
Deliveries happen to be my specialty. I'm truly grateful. Now, there are 4 items to be delivered here in the recreation zone. I leave them in your care. In the meantime, I will head to the residential sector to make the deliveries there. After you finish, please meet me back here. I would like to know the family's reaction.
You know, there have been people in Tuliolal who had similar episodes due to the trauma of the siege. Would you mind if I went with Malachite, just to keep an eye on him? Only if you can handle those deliveries without me, of course. It's fine, it's fine. I'm sure he'll be happy for the company.
All right, Sphene.
So, there are 4 items in total to deliver? Right. 3 for people on Trueview, and 1 for someone over by the Neon Steam. Let's visit them in that order. Might I trouble you to do the talking, Chris? I fear my voice may betray my identity. Lead the way. We'll be right behind you.
All right, I'm not going into the escort spiel because we've been through this in many an episode.
But somebody might not remember.
And if they don't, we'll have a handy little guide for them. All right, let's stop here and talk to Golulja about Trueview.
The people around Trueview seem scary at first, but most of them are really kind. When I see someone passed out on the street now, I worry if they'll be all right.
Sphene?
The way the buildings are all in a row reminds me of the old castle town. Lively as it is here, I can see why Oblivion can blend in.
All right, first the energetic citizen.
Is it something you need? Ah, so Malachite sent you. He was very considerate. When he offered to bring me the keepsake, he stressed that I didn't have to accept it if I felt uncomfortable. I see why some people would say no, but I couldn't do that. Not when it's something that belonged to my parents, who I understand now I will never see again. Having spare souls won't save us from the inevitable. That's always been the case. But now, I find myself wondering about this and that. Like how much longer I can afford to muck around with my brothers. But I won't bore you with my ramblings. Thanks for bringing me the keepsake, and give my regards to Malachite.
Yeah, just run right past me. Cool.
Okay.
All right, brooding citizen.
What is it? If you're trying to sell me something, I'm not interested. Oh, you brought the keepsake. Thank you. I've been looking forward to this, hoping that it might help me remember. But no such luck, it seems. The owner is dead, and they'll never become one of these endless Queen Sphene tells us about. It's a sad thought. Even so, I'm not sure I want to become endless myself. If they're made by putting your memories into a new body made of ether, doesn't that mean you yourself still have to die first? The thought of not having to worry about souls was appealing, so I was happy to receive a neo-regulator, but I've only had doubts since then. If Queen Sphene herself recommends it, I want to believe that all will be well, but still... Sorry, I needed to clear my head.
And last but not least, the disconcerted citizen.
Oh, hello. Do I know you? Ah, so this is a keepsake. Truth be told, I've been wavering as to whether or not I should accept it. I mean, it belonged to someone that died. It's got me thinking about what we did in Tutuliolal. I didn't even know we'd killed so many of their people. Not until the funeral. What if they decide to retaliate? Lamati, Wuklamat would never do that. She and everyone in Tuliolal know that my father was to blame for the attack, not the Alexandrian people. Oh dear. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to make you speak ill of your father. It's just... I can't stop worrying about death, and hearing that they're running out of neo-regulators makes it worse. I don't know what to do anymore. That's everyone on Trueview. Let's go to the Neon Steam. All right, we'll start with this. Sphene? So you can purchase beverages from these machines? That's wonderful. I've always believed that technology should be developed for the benefit of the people. Soluja? Gnault's favorite energy tonic is a special formula. Not like the ones they sell here. I wanted to try one, but Shale wouldn't let me. Yeah, little kids should not be drinking energy drinks. Trust. All right. Lively citizen? Are you talking to me?
Got a problem with it?
Oh, right. This. I can't say it stirs any memories, but it does feel familiar somehow. You know, you look familiar yourself. Where do I know you from? Ah, of course! You're the unenhanced challenger, no, champion! I can't stress how incredible it is. What you have achieved without using feral souls? It's a genuine honor to meet you. Though not for the first time, I realize. It was at the infusion station in the government sector, and it wasn't my finest moment, as you might recall. You're the Arcadian fighter who was desperate for souls. That's right. I'm sorry you had to see me like that. Anyway, seeing as we're meeting properly now, the name's Lithander. I used to fight in the Arcadion, but not anymore. I took Queen Sphene's words to heart and found a new job. One where I can put my knowledge of physical conditioning to use. As you know, lots of people were badly hurt when the mechanical soldiers malfunctioned, and I've been assisting with their rehabilitation. It's not something I ever imagined myself doing, but here we are. Not many people can help others like you can. I think it's great what you're doing. Thanks. It's encouraging to hear that. There's this fellow who has to learn how to walk all over again. Becoming endless would solve his problems, but he's determined to overcome them the hard way with the body he's got. Seeing that gave me a newfound appreciation for my own body. It's a gift from my parents. Sturdy thing that's survived the arena. I need to take better care of it. I'm the only blue-scaled Hubigold besides my father. Lamati once told me that. I don't know how my father felt about it, and there are times when it hurts to think about the things we share. Still, I don't want to lose that. Even if I could look the same as an Endless, I would never throw away this body. Most people would find it hard to do, I imagine. Just the thought makes me feel uncomfortable about the whole becoming Endless affair. But I need to get back to work. It was nice talking to you, and thanks for the delivery. I think I will take the quick arm materia for this one. All right, shall we continue?
Yes.
I guess.
All right. I believe that takes care of the deliveries. Thank you for taking charge, Chris. From what I've seen and heard, displaying the people held their queen in high regard. And the simulant has exploited their love and admiration to win over so very many. Come, let us report to Malachite. He should be back at the north of the recreation zone.
If only we could use our mounts.
Yeah.
Though it is nice what they did with Mount.
Oh yeah, I will not deny that.
What do they do with mounts?
Oh, you can now mount up while moving.
Oh, that.
Yeah.
And here we are.
Guloja? Malachite seems to be doing better. Oh, whoops. Malachite?
Thank you for your assistance. With this, every delivery I had planned for today is accounted for. The reactions I received were mixed. While some were glad, others decided they did not want the items after all. How was your experience?
Everyone accepted their items, but they all felt differently about them. One person couldn't remember the keepsake's owner, and another couldn't stop worrying about their own death.
I see. It is difficult indeed to predict how people may behave when confronted with reminders of loss. Of late, I've come to believe that we are each of us the sum of the moments we've shared with our loved ones. And when they pass away, and we lost our memories of these people, we lost a part of ourselves. It's a thought that saddens me to no end. If all memories of the departed are no longer to be entrusted to the cloud, I wish that those already taken could be returned to us. Well, my friends, I must resume my formal duties. My thanks again for your aid.
Malachite speaks true. Our memories are what define us. They form the path we walk to be where we are. My endless self, I expect, was much alike to me in the beginning. But I cannot become like her no more than she could become like me. But once our paths diverged, so too did our lives and experiences. That's true. Even if we start from the same place, we all have different journeys. At some point, things like our goals and our ways of thinking are bound to change. The endless Sphene was one possibility. A version of myself who made choices I want to believe I never would. I'm beginning to come to terms with the fact that I did, though. Huh. Is that?
Well, fuck.
The simulant?
Ooh.
She was looking straight at us. If I didn't know better, I'd say she wanted us to follow her. I have a bad feeling about this, but we might not have another chance to figure out what she's up to. We're going after her, right?
No.
All right, let's move. The simulant
Do we
headed.
have to?
Yep. The simulant headed into the street over there. The neon steam is that way. Let's hurry.
you insist.
Not here. Let's press on, if only a little further.
Oh shit!
Hey, are you alright?
No, I just got freaking shot by a gigantic laser beam. What the fuck?
So he didn't die. Vexing, but expected.
That was about the strongest bolt we can produce within Everkeep. What now?
We obtain more precise measurements. Narrow the range of variables to avoid unnecessary trial and error. That is the most expeditious course of action.
I know that voice. You there! Yes, you! We have important business with you. We left something in your keeping. The key to interdimensional fusion. You will kindly return it to us, yes?
Yeah, you can keep dreaming on that. You ask me that after you try to kill me?
Now that you mention it, the other way around may have been more appropriate.
No.
If I had the key, I wouldn't need to be cruel and turn away so many people. Far more than 5,000 could become endless and know eternal happiness.
What? You mean to steal ether from other worlds again?
All is for the sake of his experiments. Twas for that reason, you know, that the previous me created the Endless. I pity her. She was forced to attempt the impossible, to turn every soul who dies into an Endless, even though there's no end to them. Admittedly, that was part of the plan. Her desperation would drive her to claim the key and use it, and sure enough, she did just that. I know you had a soft spot for her, Lamachi. So for what it's worth,
You
I'm
will kindly
truly sorry.
sit on the cactus.
You can fuck
Alas,
all the way off.
We are naught more than pawns, pieces in his grand design.
Don't you dare make light of her love for her people. Don't you dare!
Strike me down if you wish. I shall be made anew. And I doubt many would look kindly upon the vow of resolve of Tuliolol if she attacked a neighboring queen, and not for the first time. Would you be willing to accept the repercussions?
Oh, you bitch.
Damn you.
What do you stand to gain by making everyone endless?
You're speaking to me. Our goal is to usher in the next phase of mankind's evolution. Since time immemorial, life has used death to facilitate adaptation in an ever-changing environment. The old and infirm are weeded out, allowing the species to thrive. Generational succession. This has been our survival strategy. Yet, this strategy has long since reached its practical limit. It is outdated. It relies on progeny, which gives rise to unchecked population growth. Resources become scarce, invariably leading to conflict. All the while, death is ever present and robs our species of untold potential. Where man now stands in his evolution, bodies of flesh no longer make sense. What we must strive for next is carefully managed, eternal preservation.
Calyx! You're Calyx, aren't you?
You know him?
The young genius who had mastered electrode technology. He founded the scientific collective known as Preservation and devoted himself to developing a cure for the paralysis which plagued our people. Calyx, you always had your gaze set upon the future, and I know you do now. But I beg you, do not deceive the people of Alexandria. Do not manipulate them with this imitation forged from my memories. Well, how rude. Yet, whatever you may say, I'm the one whom the people regard as queen. You may have worn the crown for a few years, but now you are no one. Just a
Bigger
frail,
people with bigger
fleshy
spoons that
version
threaten
of me
for-
that could die at any moment.
Threatened us.
The kingdom has no use for such as you.
Our demand is simple. Surrender the key. Refusal will necessitate consequences.
You know how many consequences I've faced in my life? I've overcome every single last one of them, so bring it, fucker! Better men than you have died or been beaten for less. I beat a fucker just for stepping on my goddamn tacos.
You really need to let that go.
You really need to fucking let that go.
Hell no, I'm not letting that go. Arya, shut the hell up.
Taco. Let it go.
Both of you shut the hell up. Let's talk
Just
with
to be clear, you're at whiny bitch territory now.
Hey, Hey, you don't fuck with my tacos.
Don't care, you're at whiny bitch territory.
Anyway, let's talk to Sphene.
Are you alright, Chris? Forgive me, I was once able to use healing spells, but my long slumber appears to have sapped my magical reserves. It's frustrating to be so powerless. But perhaps I must accept my newfound limitations.
All right, we are going to take a break and we will be back with more. If you're watching on Twitch, stay tuned. If you are watching on YouTube, here are the links provided. See you in a bit.